because the camera is right below it, but I'm catching myself breaking these habits as we do more streaming, and I'm here as the host a little more. But it is Battle of the Bots build day, and we're working on a few projects here with the design team for the Lift and Shift Foundation. I'm just the guy with all the centralized stuff, so I'll do a quick intro. I'm the founder of the Lift and Shift Foundation and a design team member. I like to build stuff. I like to do things that are fun and cool, like building robots, 3D printing stuff, all the things you might see if you go to our Twitter feed or Instagram or anything, things we kind of share and talk about. But we have a whole design team that does that, and it's fun to be part of the team. It's fun to be part of the group as we create things like cookie cutters and parts for other veterans who ask for them. And today what we're doing is not so much working on projects for other people, but our robots for our battle. And I think after today we'll be ready to pick up Battle of the Bots again. We're redesigning the arena and the way the event actually happens so that we can add a little more challenge to it. And right now we use these robots. This is the Ranger, Make Block Ranger tank, and we have a couple of them, and they battle on our arena, and the battle kind of got a little stale, and it happens fast and it's over, and we're looking for ways to improve it. So we've got some other things going on. Today we're gonna rebuild this robot right here and add 2 sensors to him, and he'll be just like his brother on the mat. There'll be no unfair advantage. And I've got a second screen up here. We're gonna do it right here on my desk. I'm gonna move the keyboard out of the way. We're gonna get into tearing this apart. We 3D printed a new mount, and we're gonna create a better vision system for this robot so that it can work on the mat, which is our upgrade for the arena. The upgrade is a mat that is color sensitive, because the robot has this color sensing eye on the bottom. It's really just a pair of LEDs and photoresistors right here. They shine an infrared light down and bounces back and forth, and depending on the reflection, there's some physics involved in the fact that the wavelength that's reflected back is different if it's over a dark surface as opposed to a light surface, and it basically can follow a line or tell when it's on a light color or a dark color. And we're going to test that today, because it doesn't always work on every dark surface. So we'll confirm that our mat coming off a copy machine actually has the right material to make that happen. And yeah, so we're gonna make all that happen right here, right here. You can see my hand on the screen. Hi, and that's pretty much the afternoon we have planned here. And I'm gonna switch views real quick, and we're just gonna get into it. I'm just gonna get into it right away. Let's stop chatting. I will say this though: we are a nonprofit, and we do things for people. So there are some links in the About Us things. You can go snoop around, find our website. You can go. We Lift and Shift is the name you can go find anywhere on social media. The website weliftandshift.org. It's easy to find, and it's right there on the screen. So I'm gonna switch views already. We're wow, less than 5 minutes. I'm getting better at this. So here's my desk. If we switch some views around, I got my hands here. So this is the 3D printed mount that we designed over a month ago probably. And I've got some design team members here with me. They may drop in the chat. They may chat me privately, but we have a team meeting, and everybody is invited to join the team meeting so that they can participate in the stream here. So you may see me chatting with people you don't see on the chat, but it's part of the team. I'm not just here alone. There's a group of us. But here it is right here. We printed this, and you can see there's this like this fun little end on it right here. This is part of the print that happened to hold it on the bed, so it didn't pop off or curl up or do any of the crazy things. So that's called a brim, and I did not even trim the brim off of this yet. So we're just gonna kind of peel it away from this print right here, like that. It just peels right off. There we go. Fancy. Almost done. It just prints a little bit extra plastic around. In fact, I'm going to grab a utility knife, my trusty X-Acto here. We're going to peel this away. Dun, dun, dun. From the flat surface like that. Just so we can print it or put it together on our robot and make it clean and nice and fancy. Cool. All right, that's good enough for me for now. We're probably gonna bust this up, and we're gonna redesign this mount today anyway. I wanna try to make it snap on, but there we go. That's the edges off of this. I'm gonna make this a little easier on myself by moving my keyboard out of the way, so we can actually do this. We have a bag of sensors, the same sensors that you saw on the robot, on our pal right here. Same sensors are right here. So let's check it out. Let's I'm gonna move a little bit more stuff around on my table here. We'll leave the robot right there. I'm gonna set up my phone to be our Streamlab remote. There we go. Cool. So now I can actually ditch my keyboard completely. Cool. Excellent. All right. So we're gonna use 2 of these. So let's just use these 2. We're gonna build up this robot right here. We're gonna attach these like that. There we go. We got our 2 sensors set up. We need to attach them, so I need to dig through the box of parts. We're gonna attach these just like that, and then we're gonna replace the single eyes with 2 eyes, basically. And these are ultrasonic sensors. They work kind of like a bat. For anybody who hasn't heard my speech yet about this, one of them sends out a sound that we can't hear, and it bounces off an object in front of it and comes back, and this hears the sound, and it counts the time between saying the sound and hearing the sound, and it can find out how far things are away. So you see this one has a T. There's a T right there and an R right there for transmit and receive. So that's how it one of these sends a signal and one of them hears the signal, and it's out of our range. This works like sonar on a Navy boat. This works like bats. This is a lot of how bats get around, by chirping things we can't hear and finding out what they're about to fly into. So we're adding 2 of these to give our robot a little extra vision and make our arena a little better. And I need a bag of parts for this. And this bag of parts looks like it will work. So let's dig into it. These are all the extra parts from the... Ooh. Extra parts. Excellent. So we need a screw like that. Those might be long, like too long for us. I'll keep digging. Do we have shorter ones? I don't think we have shorter ones. I think these are too short. We'll go with those. And 2 of these little nuts on the back. Here we go. These are all the parts that came in our Ranger to begin with, because our Ranger actually is a kit that you can turn into a bunch of different things. It's not just a tank. But so we battle them, so we make them a tank. We should try to build one into a different kind. So here we go. That is a good fit right there. We're gonna drop these in like that, and I'm gonna grab my trusty tank tool. This is the screwdriver that comes with the tank. Fun stuff. And that is cranked down. These screws fit in these holes very, very tight. We're actually kind of threading the screws, or the screw hole, as I'm doing this. We kind of got the size exact on the first try, and I've just never changed it. It was very fortunate measuring on my part. There we go, lined up straight. So we've got these eyes attached now to this bracket, and we need the cables. Oh no, I don't think we have enough cables. Not yet. They didn't come with the cables. Boo! I'll have to hijack a cable later from one of the other robots. That's okay. The cable's not a tremendous challenge to overcome, but yeah, the sensors did not come with the extra cables. Cool. All right, let's check our other robot here. We've already built one of these, so let's check him out and see how we mounted him. Here's our second tank. He already has 2 eyes on him. So let's take a peek at how we mounted him. We mounted this bracket right here to this blue part right underneath, right on the bottom. So we need to take this sensor off and mount this to it, so we can attach those screws already. And I'm gonna put our other robot way over here out of the way for now. That is our Scene Smart robot. Let's get the bolts on the back of this. The nuts on the back of these bolts. Cool. I'm just gonna hold it with my fingers a little bit, just for a little bit of tension, and tighten, just so that it doesn't slip right off, but it's not going to be terribly tight to the point that we're going to crack the plastic or anything. And these will shift and move a little bit. I don't think it'll be a challenge for the robots though. But yeah, there it is. That's the setup. So let's get started removing the hardware right here. There we go. I'm just gonna leave him right there like that. So let's take the robot eye off. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. And I think the way we did this last time, we actually have to take this bracket off, which is awkward because it's holding on the other sensor on the bottom. go. One screw out. And you'll see this right now as we do this. We built these robots originally just like the instructions, and we've kind of hacked it a bit. So this sensor here is mounted underneath, and those screws hold all of it together on this plate right here. So we'll have to put that back. But it's a super challenge to try to get screws on the back side of this. So what we want to do is that right there, which means we need another longer screw. Dun, 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 dun. We need a longer screw to do that. Right there. It's just barely sticking out. Take one of these nuts from right from off the table. Easy. Now we'll tighten this down. I'm going to tighten this down a little tighter. I don't want the everything just spinning like hands on a clock, kind of anywhere. But with the metal bracket, I feel like we can crank this down a lot safer and not have it crack everywhere. Plus, this is much thicker here, so that there's a lot more plastic. Whereas this is a little thinner over here, so if we try to crank it down really tight, we might actually crack through this plastic with the force from the screws. So we don't really want to do that. Now we've got we'll set this back here. Ooh, interesting. Oh, because it's a little crooked. It's a very tight fit in here, like that. Oh, those screws might be too long on the ends here. We might have to take these screws off on the ends here and replace them. They're hitting this plate here, and I can't line these screws up there. So let's take these long screws out of the back here. See how they're sticking out so far? Yeah. We'll go with the smaller screws. Dun, 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 dun. Let's make sure this fits through. Yeah, that should work, right? Cool. Better. Okay, one screw replaced. Second screw is on its way out. Quick swap here. We're getting into the plastic. Yep. All right. I can add this screw on the end here. like that. Sweet. I think this is going to work for us. Let's check that out. Yep, that slides back much further. We'll be able to line that up. So now let's get our parts back together. We need to lift this part up and hold it like that while we set this down. And here's the challenging part. Ready? I feel like I'm cross-threading the threads. But it's holding on there, so let me get this other screw started. Will also probably be a small challenge here. Oh, I felt it click. Okay, we're good. We got one set. This is definitely cross-threaded now. No! Oh no. I'm completely wrong. None of these are screwed together. Okay, let's try this again. Let's pull some stuff out of the way. Let's do this. Are we ready? So just so you can see, this screw needs to go into that hole right there. Done. Awesome. Done on the other side too. So we got both screws lined up and threaded into their holes. Excellent. Now it's just a matter of tightening them up. And here I'm actually going to tighten this down. Pretty good. These are metal and metal brackets, metal screws, and yep, there we go. Awesome. Super cool. Now we've got these cables. We've got to hook up. We're going to hook up one cable right now, and we're going to try to match it so that both of these robots have the same cables and the same setup and the same everything. So what you can see here is, let's back up. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. I'm going to shed a little light on the sensor setup, because we need to start coating the sensors. And that means, let me put all this crazy stuff back in these bags here while I clean this up. Stuff all these parts back in the parts bag. And I will just drop that out of the way. Cool. Alright, so let's bring this other robot back over here. What you can see here is there's a bunch of ports on our robot. They're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are different kinds of ports. They do different things. There's actually more ports right here if you count the motor drivers for the treads. So these are our ports for the sensors, basically, and these are ports for motors and powers and things. So we have one sensor here hooked up as number 10, right there, number 10, is this sensor right here. So we're going to add another one to number 8. But let's take a peek at our other tank very quickly. Oh no, audio is breaking up. Boo! Boo! Audio, your audio and you're in on Teams? Or is it the audio in on the internet? I've heard this before. It says that everything seems to be working right. Huh, okay. Maybe if you're having trouble hearing me, just switch to one of the other views. Yeah. I'm not happy with the Teams experience so far. I think this is probably our last effort with Teams. We might go back to Zoom after this. Just annoying, kinda. And now it looks like the view has changed. I don't know. Not happy with it. But let's check it out. Let's get back to our build here and see that 10 is, so we turned this basically this way, and that's how they're lined up. So 10 is over here, 8 is over here. So we are going to connect. As I'm busting up stuff and doing crazy things over here, I'm going to pull this out of the way, clean my workspace a little bit. So we're going to disconnect this sensor since it's just hanging there, and we're going to reroute this. You can see it looks like an old school phone plug, like a phone jack plug, and it's called an RJ45. Is the type of plug that this is, and it is actually used for like old school, like landline. Oh, okay, you closed Team. Oh, I got you. That is super disappointing. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Zoom. I will edit our stuff before Tuesday. So we're gonna reroute this around and plug it into this side over here, and we're gonna go under. So right there, we got it. Cool. We're gonna snap it in. And the fun part about RJ45, just like internet cables, like Cat5 cables, you hear or feel a pop when it like that when it pops in. All right. Okay, so we got one sensor going, plugged in. We need to find another cord for this other sensor here. I will hijack it from another robot, a different robot. Dun 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 dun. But I'm gonna stop for a glass of water because my apartment is slightly warmer than it should be for the next few days. Cool. All right. So now we've got 2 tanks with 2 sensors all set up, ready to go. There they are. Dun, dun, dun. I'm super excited about this. We'll get another sensor for this guy here, or another cable for this guy here. In the meantime, I'm going to set him aside, and we're going to do a little bit of testing. We're going to do some testing with this guy right here, and we're going to test the line sensor on the bottom. But I'm going to put my other robot here back in the box. To give us some working room. Dun 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 dun. Cool. Well, let me flip stuff around. Better. Now I've got a keyboard stand. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So back to the desk here. So we want to test this line sensor and make sure that it actually detects this paper right here. So we're gonna set some things down underneath of this, like that, and let's do some coding. Let's work some code in. So we have it full of batteries. We're gonna power up. I'm gonna get the cord. We're gonna plug in the cord. We're gonna go to make block, and we're gonna do some coding real quick. We're gonna make sure we have a block of code that tells us that the sensor is picking up things. So let's do that now. I am untangling the cord. Excellent. All right, I am opening the way we code this robot. We use MakeBlock's website, which happens to be the coding things. So I'm going to share that right now. And we're going to switch. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. There we go. All right, cool. So here's the website we're going to use to code this. We're going to add the device, which is the Ranger tank. And there we go. So now we get a bunch of blocks that we can use to kind of control this thing, and we're gonna set it up so that let's start. We're gonna upload this. So we should try live. I want to try live again. Live doesn't always work for me, but I'm gonna try live. We're gonna turn the power on. And we're connected. So we're going to try to connect right here with live. So there we go. We're connected with live. Interesting. Let's try when the space bar is pressed. I'm going to turn one light on, red for 1 second. Let's see if that works. That does not appear to be working. I'm just testing the live feature. We're going to zoom in a little bit so that this is easier to see on other screens. Yeah, my live feature doesn't ever work. Nope. Okay. So we're going to go to upload. Events. When the Ranger starts up, we're going to have it sense the line sensor port. Oh, or we can do the value. The value is 1 through 4, or 0 through 3, depending on whether there's nothing, the left side, the right side, or both sides detecting a color. But we're going to use the pointy end. If operator. Oh, wait, no, sensing, go back. If detects left, detects, we'll do all, if detects all black. Then it's gonna show a light. It's gonna show red. Oh, we should do if else. Because we want to turn the light off if it doesn't see something. Okay, cool. All right, so let's upload. We're uploading to our robot right now. So if I change my view, you can see it's all red right now. So if I slide the mat out from under it, you can see the lights coming on. So it sees the sensor. You can see that. See the blue lights coming on and off? So it obviously sees the sensor. But our code is not working. Okay. So that's interesting. Let's go back and look at the code real quick. So let's see what's the problem here. Should we let's try. Can we do undo? Oh, it does undo. Okay. Maybe we do the undo part. And let's swap this for a light up red for 1 second. Let's upload that now. It went off. The light went off. Let's check it out. The light is off now. Oh. Oh. Ha ha ha. I'm crazy. Okay, let's take another look at our code here. So there's a problem because I'm only asking if it sees the line sensor one time, and then it stops. It never ever happens again. So we need to add a loop here so that it's always asking, is that light on or off? So if we do that, we probably can also do our else if statement. And let's try this now. I just want to test to make sure that this works. So it's going to light up red if it sees something under it, and it's going to if it doesn't see black under it, it's going to turn the light off. Okay. So let's upload that code right now. Excellent. Dun dun dun. So now you... Oh, wait, come back. Now you can see the red light is back on. I'm going to slide this out. And yep, now the red light is turning on and off, depending on whether it sees. So this mat works for us. We'll be able to use this mat, and our robots are going to do this. And I think we decided before. Let's do a little coding for our battle. Excuse me, our robot battle, because now our robots are ready to go. This guy's on the mat. He sees the dark color. He will start to get around and start to do things. But now we need to know how to code this robot. So let's take a peek back now. I'm going to turn this robot off, and we can unpower him. I think his batteries were starting to wear down a little bit anyway. So we can head back to our view here with the I'm going to shrink this stuff down like that. So you can't see the blocks, but then I can zoom in more here and give you more screen to see on my view. So forever, we need our robot to do things, and we need our robot to fight, right? So we need to make some kind of structure, like if the robot sees first we need to know that the robot is staying on the mat, on this circle. The goal of the battle of the bots is to push the robot out of a circle. So forever until something is going to happen. So let's look for some events. Repeat until. We could do like a repeat until. Line sensor, none black. Right? So instead of forever, we could do a repeat until detects none being black. So that would be the robot on the white line, or on the off the circle. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So that's a little more visible, right? So that's probably how we start. Think that works. But that means we have to start the robot on the black, basically, and afterward the robot can flash some lights. So once the robot is off the mat, he can play a note and light up with a color. We will do this. Just like that. Cool. Okay, so that's our structure for right now. So we can get rid of this forever block. Throw that away. Maybe I'll shrink this down a little bit more, even more like that. Yes, there we go. Now I can zoom in big now. Now it's hard for me to see a little bit, but that's okay. So here we go. Our robot has 2 sensors. So we need to know if let's build our parts out here, and we'll snap it in. So I can zoom in better. Let me change that zoom right there. So if our robot detects a bad guy, the other robot, we want him to start doing the fighting. right? And otherwise, if he doesn't detect the bad guy, then there's a problem. So I think we actually just skip that because this mat is very small, and we just assume that the bad guy is there already. Because they're right in each other's faces. So in the easy mode, our robots would travel on a line until they got close to each other, and then they would do stuff. And right now, this new mat, we're starting the robots right on top of each other, so it'll be like a college wrestling type setup where they're not looking for the bad guy and they're not looking for to turn on battle mode. They're already in this battle mode, and what we need to do now is have them start doing moves depending on what they see. So if the bad guy is in both eyes, I can see the bad guy in both eyes. So ultrasonic sensor port 10, distance less than, I think we said 6 last time. And let's toss this out of the way. And our other sensor, which is going to be port 8. Give me that back. How did that drop in there? How that drops in there? That should not drop in there. That's weird. Look at that. You can drop it in there. That's weird, but kind of funny. Okay. No, give it back. There we go. So this is port 8. And we also need the distance. Right there. So this is basically saying, do we see the robot? Do we see the other robot in both eyes? That's a very, very long if thing. If I pull this back out like that, check that out. It gets very long, but it basically says, and so we're checking to see if the robot is in both eyes. If it is in both eyes, then we want to do something in here, right? Like we want to push him, try to push the robot back maybe. And okay. Otherwise, if we don't see the robot in both eyes, then we only see him in one eye. Then we have to figure out which side we see the robot on. Right? And that means down here we need to create another if the robot is on the left side, let's duplicate that right there. Cool. So if the robot is on the robot's left, our right, as we're looking at the robot right now. So if the robot's left side, no, I'm sorry, the right side. Port 10 is I'm looking at the robot right now. So port 10 is on the robot's right. Then we want to do something different down here. And if So the robot is on the left side. Then we want to do something different. So now we have other questions that we should be asking or can ask. And this would be about the line sensor, because we also have this line sensor, and the line sensor has two sensors on it. See if it has left, right, all, or none. So up here it's checking for none, but now we need to we want to know if our robot is going to have maybe be on the edge of the circle. So let's go back to our robot here. So I'm gonna go back to the robot view and share this. So, but we want to know right here. We want to know, and this is called a nested loop. I'm just gonna throw that term in there, or a nested statements, because we're kind of like making a nest, like almost like a little Russian doll type thing. But we're building a nest. We're in the very middle are the commands, and they're kind of surrounded by this nest of questions to get to, you know, the meat of what we want to do. But we need to know now if we're on the edge of our circle. So let's check this out. I'm going to go back to the robot view. We're going to turn the robot back on. Yeah, there you go. I just realized that you're not in the teams anymore. Yes, six works for now. We can adjust the distance, I think, but 6 definitely works. But I'm going to go back to the robot view right here. So let's check this robot out. Let's hook the power back up. I want to show something. Demonstrate here. All right. So you can see the robot can be off, or he can be on the edge of being pushed off. So right here, there's only one light detected. Like that. See? So he could see an opponent here and be almost pushed off, and he might want to do something defensively instead of offensively. But if he's got both in the circle, he might want to. He's safer than being on the edge, and he might want to do something more offensive. Right? So in the middle here, we kind of have two different tactics that we want, and we want to listen to this line sensor down here at the bottom to see that. So the thing we want to do now is in the code we want to write into that which side we're on and which side we're listening to, or we're listening to for our senses. You know, how close we are to the edge of the robot. So I'm gonna switch back to our this view here, and we can zoom in a little better now. So this port here is port 10, and that is on the right side of the robot. So we want to, if the robot detects the right detects left being black, which means the right is white, then this is going to be defensive. And if he detects the right being black, oh no, wait. If then else. Okay, let's do this. Let's do if then else. Because we already know that there's the robot is on the circle somehow, because that's what's being triggered. So our defensive code will go right in here. And let's signify that by doing that. Like, kind of like that. Cool. And we want to do the same thing down here for the other port, except we want to flip this to the right side like that. And I think this is going to be most of our code right now. I think this gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different tactics, or 5 different moves, maneuvers, the shake and bake, the whatever you want to call it, to go. And I think this works as like the base set of code for us. We will I think we'll give it a test next week. We'll have the robots actually battle and run this code right here. So I'm gonna save this code, and I'm gonna drop it into our team's workspace, so we can work with it over the week and see if there's anything different that needs to apply there. Oh, let's slip this into our bigger set of code. So this is starting to look a little complicated. It's going to repeat forever until it's not in the circle, and then it's going to go if it sees the bad guy in both eyes, he's just going to go forward or do something. And we could actually set that up. We might want to change that also. And add those options for the line sensor too. I think. Well, we'll try this. We'll test it. We might want to add more code to this. I'm trying to make this code as simple as possible for us, so that we don't run into too many options and have it get confusing. So this is likely our base code. I'm gonna save this. And first I'm gonna title it something. I'm gonna title it Sumo Circle. And I'm going to save this to my computer. Oh, I should have called it base. Yes, Sumo Circle base code. There we go. So now I've got that file. I'm going to drag that into to our workspace when we're done here. And I think this is it. This is a solid bit of code for us to do what we want to do. So let's take it back to the robot here just for a minute and talk through what the robot's going to do. Can I share both screens? Oh, I think I can share both screens. Hold on 1 second. Can I do the... There it is. It's not very productive for you, sadly. Nope. Let's see how much can I zoom in on that? I can zoom in pretty close. All right, so let's check out the robot here and see. So let's talk through the robot. I'm going to drag that screen even bigger. In fact, I can do this. Hold on. Hang on. There we go. Now let's I can talk through the robot and share what's going to happen here in slow motion for us. There we go. Cool. All right, so check it out. So the robot has these two sensors right here, and it's got the sensor underneath. So as we get to the ranger starts, it's going to repeat as long as that sensor is completely in the circle. Once that sensor is out of the circle, it's going to stop doing all of this, and it's going to light up down here. Oh, we should add a stop moving. Should add a stop moving in there, and I think stop moving didn't work for us last time. I'm gonna do the where is it? Wait, oh, we did wait before. We can't do the stop all. We're going to do the wait for 5 minutes. Which is, oh my gosh, 300 seconds? Yeah. There we go. So the robot will basically stop doing everything for 5 minutes and give us a time to reset the match and turn the robot on and off. Cool. So the robot will repeat forever as long as it's in the circle. If the big question right here is if this robot sees his opponent in both eyes, he's going to do something right here. No matter what happens with the sensor underneath right now, because we've just checked that right here to see that we're in the circle, and we may want to change. Oh, I'm scaring the autofocus, but we may want to change that in the future if it doesn't work for us. But I think to start with, or having one instruction here, regardless of the line sensor on the bottom, is the safe way to do that without adding too many extra options. Then we move into if it doesn't see the robot in both eyes, it comes down here to which eye do you see it in, basically, which is these two if statements. If you see it in the left or if you see it on the right, you will do one of these things right here. And this is if you detect you're going out of the circle, you're going to do something different than if you are safe in the circle. And that is for both sides. And then it's going to keep doing that loop over and over and over again. So the blue blocks are the ones that we will be able to change as far as coding our robots to actually battle in the arena. And this is going to be our medium difficulty level. So it'll be a little bit different, and it'll be I think it'll be a little cooler actually than the line sensor. But we'll get these fired up for next Saturday and run this through. And we kind of know what this code looks like now, so we know what we're going to do or how we're going to change it if it doesn't work out the way we want it to. And I think to start this next week, we'll break out the smaller robots for the easy battle, and then this will be our main event. That way I don't have to switch the eyes in the middle of the battle, because that took 15 minutes to do that, and that'd be kind of boring. But we can break out the smaller, the M-bots, and use those for the line battle. The line battle, where are kind of like easy mode, and the main event will be this circle, the sumo circle, and we will battle it out there for whoever wins, whoever's the champ. I don't know. We'll do something fun for that. But this is basically it. I think this is the code that works for us. This is going to be the code that makes it all happen. And I would honestly fire this up and then test it right here on the table. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna connect. We got a couple extra minutes, so I'm gonna connect. We're gonna go. I'm gonna take that away so I'm not blinded. Let's go back to my other view here. Hi. Cool. And yeah. Let's upload this, connect. So the robot is going to go right now. Like when I press the upload button, it's going to start following the instructions. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. So let me switch views here very quickly. Oh, he's out of the circle. Okay, so the lights are on. He's out of the circle. He did his little beep and flashed some lights at me. So let me unplug him. Okay, ready for this? So this is the code that happens when the robot is out of the circle. Ready? Right there. That was the I lost, I'm out of the circle, and the code is done. So let's put him in the middle here, see what happens. He does not detect any object. He does not detect anything. My camera's going crazy. No? That is weird. Okay, so he does not detect anything, so he's not doing anything. So if I were to... Whoa! There he goes. And he's off. He's still going, though. So the stop moving part didn't happen. So the stop moving part did not happen. Let's try it one more time and see. Oh, stop moving part did happen. Cool. Okay. So that worked. All right. Robot is back on now. Let's do this. Let's try one eye right here. Oh, we didn't change any of the code. Ooh, right there. Oh, we changed the code. The code is move forward. Oh no, so the wait, the turn off part is a little weird. So there it is right there. You kind of see it. That is the code that was running right here. This section and it never made it down to the bottom to the 300 seconds. The lights came on and the beep came on, but it never did the wait. It only did the wait once out of 3 times, which is a little weird. Huh. Let's try it in the other eye. See what happens. Okay. Ready? Here we go. The single eyes don't do the same thing as the both eyes. Ready? See, it stops. That is so weird. So there's a difference already between if it sees something in both eyes or it sees something in one eye. And I might snoop and peek at some of this code. Huh. That is weird. Oh, maybe we need to add the stop all. Because it's moving forward at 50% power. Oh. Oh, yes. I think we do need to add the stop moving. Like that. That is probably accurate now. And I don't think we want to use for 1 second with all of these. We probably just want to move forward at 50% power. And let's try turn left there. And turn right here. Excellent. So those are our defenses. Okay, so we've updated this code. We're gonna upload this now, and let's check it out. Robot is connected. I'm gonna lift him up. Oh no, I'm gonna put him off the mat. We're gonna connect. Upload this code. Okay. All right. I think that looks fair. That looks better. Decent. Okay. Here we go. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens now with the robot. We're gonna disconnect. We're gonna put him on the mat. We're gonna turn him on. Are we ready? Ooh. He spun around all right, and that was definitely the wrong way. That was the wrong turn. Definitely the wrong turn. So I noticed a couple things here. We want to stop moving immediately. So I'm going to go back to the code. Right here. We want to stop moving immediately. Flash our stuff and then go. We also want to turn right here and turn left here. But he's in the middle. So this part should have interesting. Okay, we'll upload this right now and we'll give that a try. Upload. Okay. All right, so now our robot's off the mat. We're going to disconnect. And this will probably be our last test right here. I'm just realizing what time it is. Okay, so on the circle, definitely on the circle, in the middle of the circle. So you see no lights there, which means both sensors are working. So let's give it. Oh, he went out of the circle. That actually worked really well. He did not keep spinning. He did not keep turning, but he should not have turned. He should have kept going forward. So let me try the other eye. Weird. Okay. Let's try both. Ooh! He started going forward. He started going forward, so he saw both eyes, and then lost my hand in one of his eyes and changed to spin. So let's try. I want to see that happen one more time. Nope. Okay. This is gonna be a challenge, I think. Let's try. Let me find something flat. No. Never. I don't have anything. Oh, I have a box. I have a box right here. I have a small box right here. So we're gonna put this box as an obstacle here and see what happens. He turned right away. He turned left. He turned to his left. So if we go back and look at the code, well, my camera is just. This is just a miserable stream in general, and Teams meeting. We are definitely going back to Zoom. So let's take a peek at this real quick, and then we'll probably wrap up. So turn left. He was seeing the sensor in this port, and he was assuming the line sensor detects left being black. So maybe we need to change right being white and left being white right there in our setups. That is how I'm going to leave the code, and that's how I'm going to save it. All right, cool. So I'm going to turn the robot off now. But there we go. We've got two robots built. I'm also gonna get away from that that crazy view right there where it's just going crazy, crazy, crazy. So we got 2 robots built now. I just need to come up with a cord for the other sensor. And I'm just checking the sensor wires now, see if that was maybe an issue. We know that the mat works, so next week we're doing this. Next week we are back to battling, and I'm excited. We're gonna break out the little bots for the lines, and the tanks for the sumo circle, and we're gonna do this. I'm already fired up. But that's what we got for today. That's about it. I'm gonna end the stream and play a highlight here from our in-person events, the things that we do here in New York City. So when they start again in September, October, hopefully some of them will make their way here, and we'll be able to share a little bit of this live. But I'm just gonna disappear, say thanks to our team, thanks for hanging in there. We're definitely going back to Zoom because this Teams meeting thing is just not I'm not happy with it, and I'm probably not the only one. But behind the scenes, we'll make some edits and adjustments to the way we connect as a group. So this will be a little more fun for us, and look forward to. I think Thursday night is our next. No, not Thursday night. Saturday is actually our next time. We'll have to adjust the schedule to make some changes. But yeah, cool. All right, I dig it. Thanks to anybody who checks this out, catches this. I'm gonna play our highlight reel. Where did it go? There it is. All right.
Has gone wrong. Wally, don't do this. Don't wear Wally.
In your house, don't smoke it. You know what I mean? Like, walk
For this side. On your mark, get set, go. Point for this side. These guys.
Let's go. Have at it. Oh. Oh, and they're struggling. But they're not giving up. It's still a fight. It's still a fight. It's still a fight. What are they? There he is.
So, yeah. Oh,
He's-
who got it? Who got it?
That's 2 out of 3.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Go, 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 go! Have at it. Oh! 2 batteries down. I think that might be a draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that one a draw.
That was hysterical.